Hello guys, and welcome to Biology. Today we are continuing with the learning about the respiratory system. And today we will talk about gas exchange and transport. This is how your body gets oxygen and gets rid of carbon dioxide in your lungs. You guys should remember your alveoli are those little sacs at the end of the bronchioles inside your lungs. What is their function? Their function is to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide with capillaries. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels. Every healthy lung should have about 150 million alveoli. 150 million. That's huge. Why do they have so many? Well, many alveoli means a high surface area, which means more gas is exchanged. Remember this, we have so many alveoli because it creates a higher surface area and more gas is exchanged. So gas exchange, what's involved? Diffusion, you will remember, hopefully, is the movement of a substance from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Here is a GIF showing diffusion. The molecules move from an area of high concentration on the left to an area of low concentration on the right. At the end of the GIF, there is the same number of molecules on both sides. Diffusion stops when there is an equal concentration on both sides. Oxygen, is higher in the lungs, in the alveoli, than in the blood. This means that oxygen diffuses from the lungs into the blood. Carbon dioxide is the opposite. It is higher in the blood than in the lungs. Carbon dioxide then diffuses from the blood into the lungs. Remember that the capillary and alveoli walls are very thin, so oxygen and carbon dioxide can pass through. Here is a picture of an alveolus and its capillary. You can see that the blood coming in is high in CO2 and low in oxygen. So carbon dioxide, or CO2, will move out of the blood into the alveoli, and oxygen will move into the blood from the alveoli. So what about transport? How is all this oxygen and CO2 carried around in your blood? Well, you see, there's a problem. Diffusion will stop when the oxygen concentration in blood plasma and alveoli are the same. This will not be quick enough to keep us alive. If the diffusion stops, well, we might suffocate or die. So how does our body solve this problem? You will remember that in your blood there are many parts. We have the red blood cells, the plasma, white blood cells, and platelets. When oxygen first comes into your blood, it dissolves in the plasma. Plasma is the liquid. But very quickly, the oxygen concentration in your blood plasma and your lungs will be the same, and diffusion will stop. This is where the red blood cells come in. Red blood cells have hemoglobin. Hemoglobin takes oxygen from the plasma. This means that the concentration of oxygen in plasma stays low. And if the concentration of oxygen in the plasma stays low, then diffusion of oxygen from alveoli into plasma continues. So you can see that the oxygen diffuses from the alveoli into the plasma, then hemoglobin takes the oxygen from the plasma, and more oxygen diffuses into the plasma from the lungs. In this way, hemoglobin in red blood cells keeps gas exchange and transport going. The red blood cells will then transport the oxygen all over the body. But what about carbon dioxide? So, how is carbon dioxide carried in the blood? There are three ways. First, carbon dioxide can combine with water to form carbonic acid. Carbonic acid can be carried in the plasma. Carbon dioxide also dissolves in the plasma itself. So in the plasma you will have carbonic acid and carbon dioxide. And finally, carbon dioxide can also be carried by hemoglobin. By these three ways your blood can carry carbon dioxide. But what does it do with it? Oh, by the way, most of the carbon dioxide is carried as carbonic acid. So carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood into the alveoli and is exhaled once it reaches the lungs. This is because carbon dioxide is a waste. Alright everybody, I've sent you some, or guys, not everybody, I've sent you some questions to do. Please do them for homework, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye now.